Nothing but net.
Nothing but net. Episode 54. We are here.
We are here, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 54. Another Dree and Jay episode. Let's get it going. The first topic that we definitely got to touch on was that Celtics and Lakers game yesterday. Um, let's say it was probably one of the most controversial games that we've seen in recent years in terms of referees. You know, um, I watched that game yesterday. It was just like it felt like a finals game. Like it's just like the atmosphere and everything, man. But I want to touch on one particular play. It was in the fourth quarter. It was when LeBron got the ball, rolled down the lane, shot a left hand layup, but he missed it badly. And all of a sudden, bro, have you ever seen Bron like that before? Like, bro, I have never ever seen Braun like that before. I seen Braun complain about fouls a lot. Usually like he was like, "Hey, that," but bro, looked like he was having a panic attack or something, man. But to his fairness, he was fouled. I do agree. He was clearly fouled, and there was a baseline referee right there, and clearly he had a blindfold on, and he didn't see that. Tatum clearly fouled LeBron on his left arm, but yeah, but but LeBron acting like this was the last game of the season, and it was like a do or die game. But I understand where the Lakers are at right now. They have to win every single game now, but man, like what the refs, man, they were cheating the Lakers, man. Honestly, like, but I mean, wow, man, because they were calling ticky tack fouls on the Lakers and stuff, towards overtime and stuff. It was just like, wow, like they must got a parlay or something. The refs got a parlay on the game, but um, yeah, and then I seen all the comments on Twitter talking about how like these refs need to be fined and like they need to get technical fouls and all that stuff. That's not gonna happen. I mean, it's not. But I do feel like refs probably need to be held a little bit more accountable. But that's not up to us. Like that's up to the league. But I mean, um, I mean, there's games that refs miss calls. I mean, like the game's very high pace. You know what I'm saying? So it's a 50-50 chance that the ref's going to either make a call or not. You know what I'm saying? So refs make mistakes too, but that was just crazy. But Braun, damn man, that dude was like had his hands on his head and everything. I'm like, dude, like y'all going to overtime, y'all can still win the game, but I don't know. That game was, I was like, Braun need to chill, boy. He need to chill. Jordan would never. That's what they definitely would say. Jordan would never do that. For real. Jordan would never.
Bro, that was crazy, bro. Cause like it was just crazy like the whole game because you see as the refs they was calling like a little ticky tack fouls on the Celtics and the Celtics was getting a lot of questionable calls and then that happened and it was like you're the ref and you like baseline you right there you mean to tell me you didn't see the foul like it been this season, man. The refs has been acting sus like this whole season. Like what the crazy thing is about this, the Lakers. Like most of the games they lost has been up
Referee,
ending
yeah,
and no
referee.
like has yeah. So like what's really going on? Like they must don't want the Lakers to make the playoffs. Like that's what I'm looking like. They must don't really don't like the Lakers like that. But
Not
they
the
don't want
Lakers. They're
playoffs.
stuck in 13th place, man. They're. I'm telling you, man. They're stuck in 13th place, and it ain't looking too good.
Better hope they get in that play-in tournament. But yeah, man, they need to do something with these refs, man. They need to start fining these refs because I bet I'm pretty sure some of the refs are getting paid just like them NBA players, some of
Yeah,
the NBA players.
yeah.
They need to start doing something. They need to start holding these
It's accountable.
yeah,
Yeah.
they start holding them to accountable because
But to see Braun react like that, he clearly got fouled, man. Like you have to hear something. Like you have to hear a smack or something Because ain't no way Bron's missing that layup. Like no way. Like Bron had a wide open layup. Like ain't no way Bron's missing a layup that badly unless he got fouled badly, which he did get fouled. So to his defense, he did get fouled. So he should have been shooting free throws. No, but at the same time, I can't give the Lakers any excuses for what happened in overtime because pretty much like they let their guards down. You know what I'm saying? Like they let Jalen Brown go crazy in overtime. So at least they had a second chance to win the
Yeah,
game. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much in overtime, they pretty much let their guard down and pretty much like that no call pretty much ruined the whole game, and all that. But yeah, so every win counts now. I mean, like All-Star breaks coming up. It's we'll just have to see. But pretty much, their only chance is to probably be in the play-in because they're probably not going to make a 6 seed. Like they're pretty much going to be in that 7 to 10 range. They're not going to be up to top 5. So we'll see. But they're going to have to go on some type of winning streak. Like if they lose a lot of games at the All-Star break, time to wrap it up. That's it. So yesterday we watched that. I watched that Philly in that Denver game. Boy, Joel Embiid made a statement, man. He made a statement, man. 40. What he had? He had what he had? 47 points, 18 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks. Jokic had like 26, something like that. Boy, man, Joel Embiid came out like I'm like, bro, he came out. He definitely killed that matchup yesterday, man. Like there was no stopping him yesterday. Like I don't know if he took that personally. Even he said, "Oh no 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 no, it ain't no rivalry." Like come on, man, come on. You got snubbed on the All Star starter spot, and you ain't even tell me that wasn't personal for you. Come on, I think that was kind of personal. Plus, he said that he's being disrespected around the league and everything. I'm like, nah, I'm like, it's not that you're being disrespected. It's just they're just in awe of what Jokic is doing that they're forgetting what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not that, but for Embiid, I mean, dude's an all-world talent. I mean, he can shoot the three, he can post up, pretty much right now, he has no flaw in his offensive game. Like he was averaging 34 a game. Come on, man. Like when's the last time we seen a center average over 30 a game? Like I'm trying to think. Was it
maybe Shaq.
maybe yeah, maybe Shaq, and he's on pace to win his second straight scoring title, man. Like, I mean, like, what can't this man do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like every time when I watch him be like, I'm just in awe because of like how skilled he is, for a big man. Like, I seen comparisons of him to Hakeem Olajuwon, which is a very accurate description. But I feel like Embiid has a little bit more than um than Hakeem has. I think Embiid is he's a little bit more mobile than Hakeem was, a little bit more versatile, meaning that Embiid can guard perimeter guys, better than Hakeem can. But I mean, like just me watching that game yesterday, just watching him make that statement, man, I'm like, dang, like dude really did really did dude really did get snubbed. But in general, man, that All-Star starting five was honestly the most difficult starting five I ever had to think about. I mean, because you can't go wrong with Embiid being the starting five. You can't go wrong with Durant, Tatum, you know. So yeah. Yeah, but watching that game yesterday was just and watching Embiid put on that show made me like, dang, like he really did deserve that All-Star five. But hey man, hey, our vote rarely counts because the fan vote only counts as 25%. So our vote ain't shit. So
Yeah, it was a great matchup, man. Great duel from both bigs. Two of the best bigs in the league. You know, I look at both of those guys as 1A and 1B. You can't go wrong with either or. Whether you think if it's Jokic is the best or you think it's Embiid is the best. But their game it was crazy. But obviously, Joel Embiid got the upper hand. He won the battle between the two. Put up monster numbers. He's been on the tear lately this whole season, man. Like, you got to put him in that MVP conversation. He should have been an all-star starter. Like, I don't know why. Like, which was ludicrous to me. It depends on, like, if the question is who would you have took out. That's the question. But
Right.
he should have been an all-star starter. Like, I understand his perspective of how he felt like that the NBA is disrespecting him and things, because I would too. Like, if I was in this position, I would feel the same way too. I'm like, damn, what do I have to do? And, in order to get respect like that. And from the other side, they might feel like, well, you got to do this shit in the playoffs, because, the narrative with Joel Embiid, like, he do great in the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, he kind of, wet the bed a little bit.
All the time.
So yeah, so I think he gonna have to dead that narrative in this playoff, because the East is open. Like, those guys are like what, fourth or fifth in the East, so
Oh,
they
it's
can
second now. Or really second.
right. Oh, and so
They're doing really
those
good.
those guys can make some noise.
Right.
So
Right. Right.
we
Yeah.
have to,
Right. I think he surpassed Tatum for the MVP ladder. So pretty much he's second right now next to Jokic. So I mean this is 3 straight years that we've seen those two guys back and forth in MVP rate. So hopefully this year Embiid can come on top. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, for the past 2 years, all people say, oh, Embiid got snubbed and everything, like, but you have to take into account that Jokic played 82 games last year and Embiid missed 20. So I guess that was a huge factor in determining who's going to win MVP. But I think this year, I mean, it's going to be even. I mean, bruh, Jokic is averaging triple double for a center, bro. So, so this is like he's averaging what? He's averaging 20, 25, 10, and 10 and 10 for a center. Have you ever seen a center average triple double? Never. So I mean, MVP is going to be extremely tough, man. This year, man. I mean, hell, like Jokic may win it again 3 straight years. Who knows, man? But we'll see.
you
But
never know.
Embiid definitely has to be at least top three, at least top three in the conversation because what he's doing right now. Plus, Philly's probably playing their best basketball ever. Honest, well, probably since 2021. You know, you got Tyrese Maxey back. You got James Harden playing well. You got Harris um, playing well. So we'll see. It's not what they do in regular season. It's what comes playoff time, and I can't wait to see who they match up against first round. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see come playoff time. But Philly's playing great basketball. So
And who knows, man? Like, who knows? We might get to see a Denver and Sixers finals.
and that'd be amazing, bro.
That'd be
That'd be
crazy.
amazing.
Be probably the best center duo since Shaq and Hakeem. So we'll see. As if both teams do their parts, we might
Yeah,
see it.
it's all about if both teams do their part. So Ben Simmons, man, it was a Philly Brooklyn matchup. Ben Simmons was getting a lot of flack, cause cause then they said that Ben Simmons didn't take his first shot until late in the second quarter. Over here thinking like, wait a minute, you mean to tell me through the first 12 minutes of the first quarter he didn't shoot? He took his first shot in the second quarter. Like, I mean, man, I heard that people calling him soft now, like soft. He's just they need to trade him now and everything. Like pretty much we have to accept what Ben Simmons is now. He's just not that, he's just not that same player as he was before the injury. You know what I'm saying? It's just I don't know. I don't know if it's psychological. I don't know if he's just afraid to score because he's afraid of being fouled or something like that. Like it's just like what is going on through his head to the point where he just doesn't want to shoot no more. Like he's missing easy shots. Like he's missing easy jump hooks, like shots that he can make. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just not aggressive anymore. He's pretty much just doing cardio out there. you know, and I thought that he would have had a bounce back season. Like even I predicted that he would at least average a double double, you know, because of the guys that he's playing with. But it's it's the complete opposite. And I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty much a psychological thing to the point he just doesn't want to score no more. You know?
Yeah, I feel the same way too, man. I think it's a psychological thing. I think it's a like it's not a talent thing though. It's not talent because dude's talented as hell. It's just bro, you like 6'10" with 225, 230,
Exactly,
and
bro.
nobody's gonna like you can basically drive, like nobody's gonna stop you, bro. Like it's like, bro, you too damn talented to be averaging 7 points. And it's like I want to root for the guy, like, but you gotta be more aggressive though. Like nobody can stop you in the paint, bro. And you can guard positions 1 through 5, and you know what I'm saying? Like the only thing is you just can't shoot, but I think it's just really a mental thing. Like, cause you see him like when he's like by himself shooting around, he's making these threes and doing like even in the open runs in the summer, bro. Like he's making these shots, making these threes, and it's like, bro, like we be fooled. Like, damn, he could probably start shooting this year, and then next thing you know, he do the same thing. And the thing is, bro, he has not improved since his college days, bro. He has not gotten better whatsoever. And it's like you got some people thinking like, does he really want to play basketball? Like, does he, or he just in it for the money?
Yeah.
And I'm like, to be honest, bro, like a little part of me is starting to feel like that. Like maybe he just in it for the check. Like, but I'm saying but I could be wrong. But
Right. Because you
it's
see
just
what
like
he's on. You buy
it's
the
just like
car every month.
it's like damn, bro. Like yeah, like they're already like showing like how much he's spending like on these luxurious things, which is hey, you earn that money.
Right.
Spend whatever you want to, but if you just in it for the check, bro, you pretty much wasting people's time. Like, and had everybody feeling sorry for you when you with the Sixers when Doc Rivers and B came out with those comments. Everybody was feeling sorry for you, like, damn, that's fucked up. Why would you do that to your teammate? But if this keep going on, was they right about him? That's what you gotta start asking yourself. So, like I said, I want to root for the guy. I want him to do well and be more aggressive, and play better.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, because it's messed up because like I heard that Ben Simmons buys a car like every month and everything. Like I'm like, yeah, I mean like you earn that money. Like we ain't gonna take that away from you, but at the same time, you gotta like you gotta like the goal is to get that next contract. But pretty much you're you're pretty much just out there just getting the game check, then you go home. Like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
because bro, like you keep playing like this, bro, you're not gonna get no big contract if you
Exactly.
keep
He's
playing.
out of the next contract. Like his next contract is not gonna be what he's getting now. So I mean like he better hope
So
that he better get a good contract because like he ain't getting no 35-40 million dollar per year contract next year. So I mean whenever that contract ends. So like he better, he definitely ain't getting that. So
yeah, man, you keep playing like this, bro. You might not get a big contract like that. You might get something that you don't like. So you gonna have to accept that.
exactly.
So advice to you is just play better and be more aggressive.
Well, why am I being disrespected? Dude, like your play determines how much you get paid, pretty much.
The organization is paying you what they expect you to how to perform. So you
Exactly.
gotta
You're
play
getting
up to that.
paid like a superstar. That's superstar money that he's making. So, but he ain't playing like it. All right, y'all. That wraps up episode 54, Dre and Jay episode. We'll see y'all next week. I'm Jeremy,
And I'm DREE.
and we'll see y'all next week. We are out.